G'day everybody. For all you out there that don't necessarily enjoy reading posts, which is fully understandable, we're all different, we're all individuals, putting together this video to go over the post, but in general, so that you can get a grasp of it, and if there's any part that interests you in more detail, you can hop onto it and check it out yourselves. The team at FULLALT, which comprises of myself, at Jack Miller, at Ingenuity, at In the Now, and good old at Guilty Parties, has been working on HiveTips. What is HiveTips? It's a means to actually tip people with our cryptocurrency Hive. That's the short version. Now, for this project to expand out into the multi-billion-dollar market of tipping people online, yes, you heard that right, there are B for Bob billions of dollars being tipped from person A to person B all over the world among the 4.5 billion people on the internet every year. It's crazy. The numbers are absolutely up there. However, let's not worry about that. Let's worry about ensuring that Hive, our cryptocurrency, is utilized in that market. Let's tap into it. That's the name of the game. So we've created HiveTips, which is not an idea on a piece of paper. It is a fully functioning product. Now you might ask yourself, where is it available? Right now, it is available on, wait for it, Twitter. Yeah, you heard that right, Twitter. Now, we know that not all 4.5 billion people of the world use Twitter, so it's also available on YouTube. I'll be slap silly if most of the 4.5 billion people out there on the internet have not at least heard of YouTube. I'm not saying they all use it, but I'm sure they've all heard of it, and in fact probably watched a video to somewhere on some website in some way, whether it be directly on YouTube or if it's banned in their country on other means of communication which are peer-to-peer. So, what else have we made possible? We've also made possible direct tipping for those who own Hive accounts. That's right, direct tipping. Now, in that direct tipping feature, just to give you a quick little... Oops, hang on. Let me just unlock this. Ooh, wrong password. Hang on a second. There we go. Shortened the password for this video and I still got it wrong. Check this out. In the memo, you can type in whatever you want in the memo. And include link to page in memo. Yes, and there it is. So you don't have to go and copy, paste or anything like that. The person receiving the tip knows exactly what they're receiving the tip for. Recipients, we'll just say FULLALT, one Hive, yes, tip, and confirm. And there it is, success. Now within a matter of moments, that tip will be in the FULLALT account. So that was just a quick example of that. Let's go further. Let's go down further through the actual proposal itself, which is why this video is being made. Who's putting it forwards? FULLALT. The account that any funds that be paid out from the DHF will be paid out to FULLALT.dhf. That's explained later on in the posts. However, the quick explanation is the following. This account here is where all funds from the DHF will be placed, which makes it extremely easy for everybody to track and to monitor and to make sure that they can follow the money, as the old saying goes, without having to go to this account and look for things which are specific to the funds from the DHF. This makes it a whole lot easier and a heck of a lot more transparent for everybody. Our website is FULLALT.com. The link will be down in the description. Our Discord group where everybody's welcome to hop in and give ideas or critics or report any potential bugs. I mean, after all, it is code. We're not having any bugs at all at the moment. We've put in a lot of work to make sure there's no bugs in there, but you never know. And yeah, technology does change, it moves forwards. The lead developer is at Light Project. That's his website. That will also be down in the description. You can also find the team on our website, which is FULLALT.com, the team. Okay, enough about us. Total amount being requested for a 2-year period is $256,000 USD. That's rounded down. Now, you've understood what HiveTips is. You're looking at this number and you're thinking, that's a lot of money. But now, let's go back down to the description. No, actually, let's do this. Here are some links to articles. Yeah. What do the crypto enthusiasts, the people who report on crypto every day, what do the professionals out there, what do the people who are into the economics of things think about it? What do the people who are about the actual marketplace think about it? I mean, let's talk realistically. Crypto is a business. Crypto is not fun and games. Every crypto coin out there, whether it be a coin or a token / sub-token, every crypto coin out there, from Bitcoin and including Hive and all those other coins that are floating around, they're all in competition with each other. So we've put in some quotes from some articles from crypto websites that are solely about crypto, about this business, about this market. And you'd be surprised to read what they think. They actually believe that tipping via crypto or with crypto is what can make it or break it in the world of crypto, and more importantly, for those who tap into that market really early on in the game, and you keep the product up to speed with the wishes and needs of the 4.5 billion people out there on the internet, among which billions of dollars is being tipped. Okay, there's a video here from our coder at Light Project. He's all enthusiastic. I mean, he understands what it's all about, so he's really high speed on it. We've also included a link here to a post where we're discussing HiveTips, rather than include those videos that are in that post. Here we've just put a link to the post, but I'll put that in the description of this video as well. The technical overview has been described by Light Projects here himself, so you're more than welcome to check that out and discuss that, comment on it, and so on. He's gone through it in detail, so there's really nothing more that I can say about it. But we're going down to the costs here, right? That figure of 256 grand, it's like, wow, that's a lot of money. But we're looking at 2 years worth of work, 2 years of a developer working on this project. That's right, equipment that is needed. We've cut it down to 2,400, although depending on the number of users, that figure may change. It also is dependent upon market prices. We don't know if prices are going to go up or down. However, we've covered that later on in the costs. There are third-party appies out there. One of them we know is Twitter. That's $3,600. But there could be and shall be other appies out there for the other platforms that are added on during that 2-year period. And here comes the big one that some people are sort of like putting a question mark next to. Marketing. 24 months of advertising. $61,150 and $7 grand for the actual tools to be able to comply with the needs of the marketing and advertising monstrosity out there of a marketplace. We'll get onto that later on. Incidentals, we know that so far we've had about $160, $200 worth of incidentals. And as with any business plan or any actual financial plan out there for a marketplace that is subject to changes in prices, the usual sum of between 10 and 15% is a usual sum used, which is appropriate in any business plan. We've gone with the smaller of the two, which rounds down to about 23 grand based on the above figures, which comes to a total of over 256,000. But again, the reason we've rounded down to 256 is because of the incidentals. And we've listed what will happen with the incidentals, or where they will be used in the event that they are not used up in the above figures. Cost breakdowns and definitions are listed very clearly, right? Costs to date have been 29 grand. That includes the Twitter, integration to Hive.blog, PD, and the direct tipping feature, which you just saw a moment ago, and the integration to YouTube and Gmail. Oh, did I mention Gmail? Wait a minute. So I can send money to people out there on Gmail? That's right. Just to show you what I'm talking about, so that you get a better picture of it. Gmail tip. I type in the Gmail account that I wish to send to, the amount, and I press tip. If I'm hooked up to the actual HiveTips connection feature to the chain, that tip is automatically encrypted. That's right, encrypted messages, that is transfers, being done via Gmail. And the person on Gmail gets a little message with a note on there with a code, and they come to HiveTips and they type in their Gmail redeem code, redeem. Done. Job done. Sending Gmail tips, redeeming Gmail tips. I don't think it gets much easier than that. But I'm not here to go over the actual product. I'm here to discuss the proposal, future costs. So we've gone over the cost to date. We've broken down the future cost. 12 months of full-time coding. That's a full-time, 40 hours per week, plus an additional 12 months of maintenance. Now, of course, within that additional 12 months of maintenance, there will be some work requirements, which falls under incidentals. Extra work requirements, that is, in addition to the 12 months of maintenance, which is half-time work, let's say. We will have to emphasize the following. Neither myself, nor guilty parties, nor Ingenuity, nor in the now. So, FULLALT, we, the people who are bringing this to you, are not earning a single cent for ourselves. That's not the name of the game. And I'll explain why later on. But that is crystal clear. Now, to go on to the actual progress reporting and accountability, as far as the labor goes, both GP, guilty parties, and myself, we get invoices submitted, which look like this, which are actual timesheets with numbers at the bottom and the total expenses. So nothing special. I mean, these are two actual invoices, timesheets, that have been delivered to us and that have been paid, and which are on the chain. So there's no hiding the fact. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's straightforward. It's timekeeping, timesheets. And the best part about it, as some would say, is the fact that either GP or myself are online with the coder. I will state one thing, myself more than GP. During the day is that he's working full time and assisting. So yeah, out of that 8-hour day, there's a couple of hours of me pitching in there as well with answering questions and so on. But no, I won't exaggerate. I'm there available for the coder when needed. If I'm not there, GP is there. So, let's go down. So we got the project summary, the benefits. Okay. Benefits, really, I mean, I think if you read the actual articles from the crypto scene, the websites that are respected on the crypto scene, you will see the benefits and the potential benefits that Hive tapping into the tipping industry, which is out there, which is multi-billions of dollars yearly in transfers. And there's mega millions of dollars being earned by those who are providing those services. Yes, that's right. HiveTips is not earning any money off of this. There's no taking any percentage off any tip to anybody. And I'll say it outright right here, right now. The reason for that is that we wish to get the whole idea of what Hive, our ecosystem, has to offer to everybody out there that has a need for monetary transfers, for financial transfers, without the costs, without being ripped off by some middleman. We are literally taking out the middleman costs. Isn't that what the Hive ecosystem in a good portion is about? I mean, let's get real. Let's promote Hive by giving the tools and the services to the markets out there, which shall bring people to the realization that they should be utilizing Hive because they'll be saving money and nobody will be taking a bit off the top of their tips, their goodwill gestures to other people. And guess what? The best part about it is they come to Hive. And then curiosity takes over. We are all humans, The more applications that are made for Hive, the more use cases that there are for Hive, the cryptocurrency, the more people will be utilizing our cryptocurrency. That's really what it boils down to. So the benefits, read the articles from the professionals and you can conclude yourself what the benefits are, and what they can be, which is more important. Final statements. And here comes the Annex A, where the costs are and proof of costs and everything is laid out in detail with links and so on. These are the costs paid to date. All on the chain, as you can see, all the links are there. Cost of domains. So far, the cost of incidentals that have been paid. Marketing, materials and stock footage. You can check the prices for yourselves. It is hard to make anything out there professionally without the materials that are needed to make them. There's not a lot of free materials out there. And the ones that are free, some are great, no doubt about it, but not all of them can be used. Here is a fully detailed advertising plan. Right there. It's all listed. You can check for yourselves. Total is 61,150. That's over 2 years. That's 24 months of direct advertising to the direct markets of the crypto scene and those utilizing cryptocurrencies at this moment. There's a networking effect that goes from there. But underneath that, underneath this advertising plan is the following, which everybody's more than welcome to check out on their own, and see what the marketing prices are, what the advertising costs are per site. This 61,150, as per this plan, which was put together after weeks of number crunching and looking at all the available advertising options out there, on all the advertising, on all the sites. This figure here could have easily been $300,000, no exaggeration, based upon the costs that are out there. Let's split that 300 grand by 50%. That's 150 grand. 61 grand for 2 years, 24 months of full-on advertising to the target markets, compared to the reality of things which we look at here, and which you are more than welcome to check out yourselves, can be anywhere between 150 to 300 grand. There was a lot of work, thought and effort put into this, and a lot of compromise, because some of these sites really do have a lot to offer, but they also charge a heck of a lot of money for their web space, which is understandable. They have a product, a service. The market decides the value. People want it, they pay for it. But there are many other good sites out there which offer just as much or close to as much, but for much less. And they offer package deals and so on and so on. So I actually encourage everybody to go out there and compare and to do your homework and to check it out. Don't trust what you see on the screen here. Go out there and compare. Go out there and check these websites. Check the prices. Start doing the number crunching. And when you see the services that are listed here and the potential outreach, that's a very important factor. How much and how often are those sites used, and what markets do they reach out to? Over this 24-month period, in this combination of advertising, we are reaching out to just about every single sector of the crypto scene out there, and a lot more as well, because some of them in these package deals go further, above and beyond just crypto enthusiasts. So go do it. Check it out. I did, and I came to a figure of over 180 grand. I was like, not to say the words I said. So, excuse me. So, I'm not saying that I didn't do this, by the way. I just did the auditing of it. Yep, I did the nasty part, saying why this, why that, who, where, how much, and went through it. And actually checked some of the numbers, and then started checking all the numbers, and came to a realization that 61 grand over 2 years for this outreach is not much compared to the actual market prices that are out there. But to do that, you really have to go and do your number crunching. The actual proposal itself, the way it was put together with these headings and these actual topics of discussion and so on, was done in accordance with what was set out there, proposed out there, and the link to that is there. So don't believe me, it's there. I will put that link down in the description. And the other thing that was utilized was this post here about integrity and value. This is a working product, tested, fully tested. The tangibility of it is proven. There's no questions asked. All the risk, that 30 grand that was invested, could have been a flop. A big flop, a waste of money. So the risk was on us, not on the community. This is not an idea on a piece of paper. This is a fully working product being presented. The proof of its current figures that it has to offer the community as far as outreach is all listed in there. The proof of the potential is clearly listed in there. I've mentioned it a number of times. The tipping market, the tipping industry online is mega B for Bob, billions of dollars. And I have to agree with those crypto analysts, those crypto reporters who go out and checked out all the different reports and did all the analytics and spoke to the people who are number crunching, that marketplace offers one of the hugest potentials to any cryptocurrency out there. Now, if you don't believe it's possible, I'll just name the sites, the actual platforms that we are on right now. Gmail, YouTube, Twitter. We've tackled that in a way that actually complements those platforms. We didn't do it in a way that only helps Hive. We've done it in a way that actually serves the people, gives the people on those platforms added value, added options. Because We can't force people to be bloggers. There's no way anybody can make somebody want to do something they don't want to do unless it's done by force. We don't wish to do that. We wish to ensure that our cryptocurrencies, Hive and Hive-backed dollars, HBD, are out there on the market with real use cases that people actually need and want. Now, need and want, two different things, but if somebody wants to tip somebody, that could be a need because they might want to do that. But we have to ensure that there are use cases for our cryptocurrency. The professionals have made it clear that the multi-billion-dollar market of tipping is out there, ready to be grabbed, ready to be tapped into and become something that, makes or breaks a good part of the crypto world. Imagine if there are billions of dollars worth of Hive needed daily for the tipping market, for a fraction, a portion of the tipping market. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. Hive, the cryptocurrency, Hive-backed dollars, HBD, the cryptocurrency. We are with those currencies. Those currencies are on the open market. This is competitive. This is business. This is not a game. This is business. So we have to be the ones that create. We have to be the ones that are proactive. We have to be the ones that invest pennies, cents to the millions of dollars when there are opportunities out there such as this one, where with $256,000 worth of HBD of our native crypto is being utilized to tap into a multi-billion-dollar market with a provable product, with a product that is tangible, proven to work. Tell me, is that not a good investment? Would you not invest 1 cent to make hundreds of thousands of dollars? That is the proportion that we are looking at. So when you see 256K on there and compare that to what's being offered, what's being put on the table, the marketplace that we're tapping into, and tapping into in a way that does not rip anybody off. I say rip people off, but skim off the top, should I say. So we're not making this a profitable venture. The profit here is in the demand of Hive and the fact that every one of us who owns any of this cryptocurrency called Hive, we all benefit from it. That's the beauty of it all. We don't have to steal from Peter to give to Paul. No. Let Peter do his thing and Paul will benefit from it as well. And then sure enough, Paul will come back and say, hey, how can you do this? Where's this coming from? I'm interested. And curiosity will kill that cat. Nature of human beings. We are very curious creatures. In the link below, I'll put these voting links down there. Check it out yourself. Like I said, if you don't believe me, check out all the figures yourself and do the number crunching yourself and look into those markets. Look into, Patreon and all these other sites out there which offer some sort of gratuities / tipping / rewards, peer-to-peer rewards, person-to-person rewards. And check it out yourselves. Don't believe me. Don't believe what's on your screen. Do your homework and check it out. But we've provided all the information there. We have literally given it all. We've put a presentation here. A proposal here, which may not be good enough to walk into a bank and say, we need a bank loan based on this. No, we haven't done that. But what we have done is put a proposal in that is more than ample to go to any potential investor and present not an idea on a piece of paper, but the working product, and show how it can be to the good of that investor. In this case, the investor is all of us in the Hive community who own Hive, who have Hive staked, and who can vote on proposals. We are the investors. All of us, everybody. You are just as important no matter how much Hive power you have. And that's why we approach this in a professional, business-like manner. So look forward to your support. Hive is alive.